What's up guys, Matt back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a discussion video on the latest Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball EX Fierce Battle at the Tenkaichi Budokai, but I'm not alone. I have two wonderful content creators with me today. We have Brian, aka TattedCharizard, and someone that I've been dying to do a collaboration with. Some of you might know him, and if you don't, make sure you do. It's the Masked Saiyan. Brian, why don't you say hello to the people?
So what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, TattedCharizard, aka Brian, who does the Dragon Ball content of the card variety. So, yeah, you know, if you likes it, go check it out. It's not, whatever, I stuttered. Moving on. Anyway.
Anyways, Masked Saiyan, can you go ahead and also introduce yourself?
Hey guys, it's the Masked Saiyan. Thanks for having me, Matt. I'm really excited to talk about this new Ichiban Kuji that's coming out. And for my channel, please check it out. It's all about Dragon Ball figure reviews. I originally made it to showcase my collection, and I'm just happy to talk about the new figures with you guys.
Yeah, I'm happy that both of you are here.
Great.
What, you got something to say, Brian?
I just said agreed.
Agreed. Oh, okay. Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Pretty good, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I'm pumped, guys. Like, I think this Ichiban Kuji is like something out of my dreams. I'm really excited for this Ichiban Kuji. My hype level is definitely at like a 10. Masked Saiyan, how excited are you for this?
This is absolute S tier Ichiban Kuji.
Facts.
For me.
Facts. Brian, how about you?
It's a solid 10 out of 10 for me, Matt.
Yeah, I think overall the community seems pretty happy with the choices, especially people who either grew up or are familiar with the original Dragon Ball. My second favorite arc in the original Dragon Ball is the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. I think that was kind of the big transitionary period from, that more mystical adventure style Dragon Ball into the more combat action focused style. This set means a lot to me. So I am pretty excited, but let's go into each figure. We'll talk about each one. We'll talk about the Dragon Archives as well. We'll talk about our favorites, our predictions for the future of Dragon Ball EX, our predictions for the next Ichiban Kuji, and then our final thoughts. And of course, where everybody can find our content. How's that sound, guys?
Yeah!
Yeah! Go!
All right, so Goku.
Used to go.
Goku is prize A. We'll talk about Goku prize A, which is the Umbrella Goku, and the last one prize, which is typical for EX to do. They usually take a prize and they change something about it. Sometimes it's lazy, like Android 16. I know Brian has some thoughts about that. But this time it seems like they did something a little better, I think. They changed some parts of the figure. It looks different enough, but personally, I like the fact that he's pretty unique looking. He's not in his typical gi, and it was just cool back in Dragon Ball when he showed up like this. But Brian, what you think of this Goku?
Honestly, Matt, I gotta say, both of these Gokus are really nice in my opinion. I think they're both solid figures. I think it's not like the Android 16 where, his eyes are just looking to the side and there's a fucking sticker just slapped on it. And I think honestly the subtle changes in these two are like really nice. Like, he doesn't have an umbrella. He is like, smiling in a different way. His eyes are more like out, like, exaggerated and stuff in the other one, which, it's a nice little touch. So I think the difference in figures is like enough. Like, this is what we were asking for, not, hey, look over here and give me sticker. No, that's ridiculous. But honestly, yeah, man. Like, honestly, if you're gonna pick one, like, for me personally, if I had to pick between the two, I think I like the Umbrella one more, just because it's such a crazy look for a Goku figure. Yeah. Like, you can't see his hair. We all know it's Goku because he's got the power pole on his back, but the umbrella is just such a crazy touch to like give him that. Like, that's gonna look really cool on any shelf you put him on, in my opinion. If this is me personally, but the Masked Saiyan, what would you have to say about these Gokus, brother?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I just love any Goku that is different from the traditional orange gi. Such as like the Goku Day where he had that orange jacket and khaki pants.
Yeah.
Or the Yard Rat Goku. And this one is just another one to add to that list, which is Umbrella Goku. So, and with the turban, and his power pole, I mean, I actually missed that. I wish he used it more often after he turned Super Saiyan, but I guess it's kind of unneeded, but
yeah.
this was before it was unnecessary, and it was just a great time for this Goku to come out.
I agree with you, like saying, like, what if they brought the power pole back, but, Goku used it on enemies he didn't feel like he even had to go, like, Super Saiyan against, so he just started just whacking people on the head with it, like, no, stop it, stop being bad.
Do we, are we all in agreement that we like the Umbrella one better than the last one, Prize?
Oh, yeah, I agree, yeah.
Honestly, they should have made it in the moving figure with this one, because all they did was change the head and the arm, the left arm. It's the same thing as the Yard Rat Goku, actually. They had 2 heads and 2 arms, and it was the same exact figure. So this could have been the moving figure, but I mean, I'm still happy to see it either way, and I'll probably get them both.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people were saying something like, where's Barefoot Goku? But we'll talk about it towards the end of the video, but I think they didn't put Barefoot Goku in this Kuji for a specific reason, but we'll talk about that after. But yeah, I agree. Bandai should have just done an E-moving, but Bandai's going to Bandai, and Dragon Ball EX is always going to...
For those of us who don't know what an E-moving is, would you guys care to explain for a second?
Why don't you go ahead, Masked Saiyan? You're very well spoken when you explain this stuff.
Yeah, E-moving is a line where they had interchangeable parts, so whether it be a head, an arm, usually it's just those 2. But yeah, you either could have like a base form and a Super Saiyan form. There's like a Gohan that has a Super Saiyan 1 head screaming, and then a Super Saiyan 2 head with 2 sets of arms, one that's bending more where he's charging, and another where he is like more spread out where he's just yelling.
Yep.
So, and same with what I just said before regarding the Yard Rat Goku. He has Goku with sunglasses where he stole from Master Roshi, and then one where he just like has a smiley face, and then it comes with a set of 2 arms where one is holding the sunglasses, and then you can swap it out with just a hand that's just open where he's like waving at everyone.
Yeah, he's like doing his like Goku salute. Yeah, my first E-moving was the Super Saiyan Goku with the 3 heads where he's transforming for the first time.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I didn't even know what like Master Lee's or Ichiban Kuji was back then, but yeah, Bandai could have done that, but I always keep my expectations low, especially with Dragon Ball EX sets. It usually happens this way. So, but I think this is the best case scenario, right, for an EX set within reason. But
for sure.
Let's move on to Prize B, which is...
I'm sorry to you, but so we would agree that this is probably the like only flaw of this set, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think I would agree with
I have
that.
one more flaw I want to say later, so...
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Well, okay. I wanted to bring that up before we moved on and switch the topics of these two, because I feel like because now that you guys because honestly I didn't know what an E-moving was, so that's why I asked for an explanation. Which great explanation, by the way. And I do agree. I feel like it should have been an E-moving too. They could have fit in maybe like a 10 or a 10. You know what I'm saying? That. They could have put him in here or something, but. We do already have both of them as master leads, as Matt has already pointed out.
Yeah, I think some people forget, because it came out a few years ago, that the Yamcha and 10 that are taken straight from the 23rd. But let's move on, and let's talk about our latest Master Lee's waifu. It's Chi-Chi before she kind of, to my girlfriend's words, because we just saw Dodoria die the other day. She's like a fan now. But she hates Chi-Chi. She loved Chi-Chi during the 23rd tournament and when she was a kid. So I think this is peak Chi-Chi. I when I saw Chi-Chi, that's when I knew this set was special. But let's go into it. Matt Saiyan, what do you think about Chi-Chi?
This is by far my favorite of the set. I mean, I'm sorry for jumping the gun, but
that's okay.
This is my favorite. Yeah, Chi-Chi, we've been waiting for her to make a Master Release appearance, and here she is. I mean, she's the wife of the main character, Goku, mother of Gohan and Goten. I mean, how did they not make one until now? So I'm really excited for her. She's in her fighting stance. This is before she's actually just a housewife. So yeah. I'm really excited.
Yeah, back when she still did martial arts. Yeah, they captured, it's funny because the manga panel that they captured it from, you only see her like upper torso, and then the other shot is like she's very like far away. It's like from Goku's perspective. So it's really amazing how they were able to take just like those two little panels on the same page and make a figure out of it. So I really appreciate something like that. Brian.
So you would say the constructive liberties of, that they kind of went with kind of from what they mostly gave us from like her like waist up shot with her legs. You think they did a good choice with like making her look like she's in that, that battle ready stance?
Absolutely, because, and it's something that I'm noticing more and more with Ichiban Kuji. A lot of people have complained like, hey, my figure, they're just standing there. But we're seeing more and more now, like they're posing them up a little bit. Like there is a Super Saiyan Goku from Battle for the Universe doing his Super Spirit Bomb. You got Chi-Chi posed up ready to fight. So I'm really enjoying stuff like this. Even the full power Frieza that's coming out in Omnibus Brave, he's like charging up. It's taken straight from the manga. So I love stuff like that.
Dude, that Goku where he's like floating and stuff, and like the way they like made so like that one piece on his other leg where like not where the big pleats stand goes, but like that's like embedded, like that's like part of the figure, right? Like Correct. That's on his foot.
It's on both.
That's sick. Yeah. I think that's really cool. Like, I really thought that was a really sick,
is that not removable?
No, it's not removable. Just his regular support that goes around one of the his left foot, but both feet have that, like, clear little thing under his feet. They're not removable.
And then additional bigger foot support, right?
Correct, yeah. But it really, it's, like, not obtrusive at all. They're all clear, and honestly, I think it just makes the figure look that much better just because he's, like, floating up.
Oh, I agree. Like when I was watching your video the other day, I was just like, dude, that is fucking sick. I was like, the way because like, I mean, like you gave it a lot of, you gave it a 5 out of 5. I'm spoiler, sorry. Thing. I mean, dude, and I agreed with you. Like that was such a cool thing. And now back to Chi-Chi. Sorry, I'll bring myself back to topic here, but I do agree. Like, I think this figure looks great. Like, I also agree with what Matt Saiyan said. Like, it's crazy that we haven't got, the mother of the main character, the mother of the second main character, Gohan.
Yeah, seriously.
And then Goten. Like, she, obviously, I mean, we've gotten plenty of Bulma stuff. I mean, it's just crazy to see, well, I guess that's glimpse and glamour, but whatever. Mass release, it's crazy to see Chi-Chi, like, in this, like, pose. I'm glad they didn't go with her housewife version. Like, I'm glad they got this version of Chi-Chi, where she shows up, she's ready to scrap with Goku because he forgot that he was supposed to marry her, and she's ready to throw fucking hands. Like, she's like, you broke my heart, motherfucker, let's fucking go.
What do you mean you don't know who I am?
She's like, put him up.
So someone pointed this out. When she was revealed, someone said that they thought her legs were recycling the Ten Shinhan Master Lee's legs. Does anybody see that? I don't think so.
I see a similar pose. Yeah, it's very similar, but no, it's definitely not recycled.
I mean, he unless he has feminine ass legs, and if I remember, Homeboy looked fucking jacked during the Cell Saga, so I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think they would, because she has very feminine legs. Like, yeah, she's in her martial art like peak right now, but there's no way her legs are that big. Yeah. So I mean,
she's going to end up smaller too. She's going to be a lot smaller and not as wide as that Ten Shinhan. So, and I looked at like the pants and like the ripples and stuff. It doesn't look 1-to-1. I think they're just similar because it's a very similar style to
similar
Ten's.
pose.
Yeah, so far Prize A and Prize B are completely original sculpts.
Yeah, I think almost everything in this set is an original sculpt, but I think this is the one figure which I still am in love with that seems to be reusing something. And let's talk about Piccolo. So Piccolo, we have been dying for dripped out turban cape Piccolo. And shush. And like I love old school Toriyama style where like facial features were a little more rounded and less angular. So you can see obviously.
Yeah, you can tell this is like young Piccolo.
Yeah, it's Junior with his rounded eyes and he's a little more
fresh out the egg, ready to throw hands.
Yeah, even his cape and turban, like his cape has like more pointy shoulder pads and it's a little more like pushed over his torso. Yeah, and his turban looks like a little bigger. You know, I love this Piccolo, but I do think the legs are reusing the King Piccolo that came out in Mystical Adventure a couple years ago. But I mean, it's just the legs, right? It's who cares? Like it's just his legs.
I mean, if they're gonna go all out with the cape and like go and like even do like the pointy like evil like style for it and like. His face, dude, really brings this whole figure together for me. Because, like, yeah, they could have, if, like, I don't know. That's just me, in my opinion. Like, the face and, like, him having the cape and everything, that just looks so sick, in my opinion. Like, that's like an old school. Like, you can tell, like, if that's going to be beside other Piccolos, you're definitely going to tell, like, oh, yeah, that one's, like, Dragon Ball Piccolo, in my opinion.
This one might be my favorite next to the Omnibus Beast Orange Piccolo, but... Matt Saiyan, any thoughts? Is this what you were talking about the other downside of the set?
No, it's not. And it's actually not that bad when we get to it. But yeah, for Piccolo, I mean, I agree that I also really like Toriyama's old school style drawing and the way that everything's a little bit more round in terms of their face, their eyes, and if you notice, their necks are really like
slim.
Skinny. They're slim. So I mean, once they turn Super Saiyan and get all jacked and steroid raged, I mean, their necks are massive. They almost have no necks.
Yeah. Yeah. To not to interrupt, but like I kind of like that because it almost makes them look younger. And like once Goku trained with Kaio and he actually got super swole to fight the Saiyans, it really did feel like Goku trained with a god, so he went from slim to pretty big bodied to beat them up. So yeah, I agree 100%.
I punch.
And if they did reuse the legs from the King Piccolo, then I mean I'm fine with that too because it's just the legs, and we know that he's gonna be really tall too because that Piccolo figure is pretty big.
It's pretty tall, yeah.
And so we definitely wanted to see Cape Urban Piccolo. Finally, I mean, we even got a Gohan before Piccolo with the cape. So
I don't think they reused the legs because I think Demon King Piccolo was slightly more taller than Piccolo was at this state of time. So I think it's going to be a whole new sculpt.
He was. They might. I think the only way that they'll change the size is his torso. His torso just might be. His upper body in general. It just might be a little smaller. We don't know the sizes of these yet, so we'll know probably closer to February. But I don't expect him to be as tall as the King Piccolo figure, but he'll probably be the tallest one in this set, or at least a little taller than Goku.
I bet he'll be as tall as the umbrella or a little bit over it.
Probably, he'll probably be like maybe an inch or a half inch taller than Goku. Goku's probably going to come in around like that 8 to 9 inch mark, and then Piccolo will be closer to like 10 inches.
You don't think that they reused the cape from superhero Gohan with glasses, right?
No, it's too different. Because the Gohan with cape and glasses. Let me turn to look at him real quick. Yeah, the Gohan with cape and glasses. He has like more of a. The section around his neck almost looks like a big fluffy scarf that wraps around his neck. It like almost covers his face to a point. And then the actual shoulder pads are a lot more like pointed out and dramatic. So this looks completely new.
I agree. Yeah.
Thank God, though, right? It captures the source a lot more. I think this Piccolo is like right when he's about to fight Krillin, maybe? I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it that far yet. But all right, let's move on.
I think when it's revealed. I'm not sure.
I'll take a look. Obviously, I'm going to do research for when I make the video. But let's
move
on to my favorite pick, which, if you guys saw my live stream, I was pretty shook and very happy because I never thought Bandai would ever do something like this. And I think this spells like a very bright future for Ichiban Kuji. We have the announcer from... Yeah, freaking the announcer from the World Tournament, aka the Tenkaichi Budokai. Clearly it's him from the 23rd because after the time skip, he gets that very luscious and very handsome mustache on his face. But look at this thing, man. He's even like, he's posed up. He's ready to talk about some fighters hitting each other in the face.
I like the glossy look on his suit.
Yeah, his suit looks like it has like kind of a very like
a
matte finish. But if you look at his shoes, you probably can't see it because the picture is blocking it. His shoes look like they're like polished, like actual business shoes. Yeah,
nice.
I like how the cord on the microphone is cut off.
Yeah. It's like that attention to detail. Like the picture that we're looking at doesn't do it justice, but if you actually look up the picture that they posted on Twitter, like the details on the microphone, you can see all the little like dots on the microphone. You can tell like his mustache is highly detailed with like every little hair. It's just this thing's incredible. You can even see the stitching on his suit, like they sculpted the stitching.
It makes me laugh to think about someone walking into some guy's like apartment and there's just going to be the announcer figure on his shelf. Someone's going to be like, "Who the fuck is that?" Is he from Smash?
someone's just going to buy the announcer, and that's
just
the only
announcer,
figure
bro.
they have.
He's just going to be on his shelf by himself. That's going to be the only figure they own.
Someone out there, he's probably their favorite character.
That's a Dado thing.
That is a Dododoya thing. That is a Dododoya thing for sure.
Let's hope Bandai doesn't Bandai in the future with the next Kuji sets where they just swap out his head with like a
younger one,
bald head, no mustache.
Yeah, from like obviously there's him from the first two tournaments with no mustache, and then there's him in the Blue Saga where he's like balding a little bit.
If they were going to give us another announcer figure, I would hope that they would change his pose where he has his right foot in front of him, his left foot to the side, make him like an L shape. He has like his microphone directly in front of him, and he's like leaning forward a little bit.
Yeah, maybe he's got his fist up in the other hand.
Yeah, during the Boo Saga, whenever he's next to like Hercule, like just like cowering behind the rock with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
He's like, yeah, just lost. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I think it goes without saying, like, so obviously, Mass Saiyan said Chi-Chi is his big pick. Mine is 100% the announcer. Like, I love all of these. They're all S tier in my eyes, but the announcer, like, that's just something special to me, and I really am excited to get him in February. Like, I'm like shaking with excitement.
I mean, he is definitely going to be in the forefront of any collection.
I think he's, I'm torn because I feel like a lot of people have not watched original Dragon Ball. So some people might be unfamiliar with him, but I think hardcore fans are going to really eat him up. And I don't know if he'll be like hard to find or if he's going to be one of those figures that sells out super fast. Cause like I go on like bigbadtoystore.com and I'm interested to see which figures go fast. So for example, Omnibus Brave, I think the figure that is gone is Frieza, but everyone else is still up for pre-order. So that's interesting to me because I would think, okay, I thought Bulma would have been the hot figure in that set.
Oh, yeah.
But it could just be the website. I'm not really looking at a bunch of sites, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if he's going to be the one that people like clamor for, because as much as our community complains about Goku, my Goku reviews are usually the most viewed videos. I feel like Goku's probably the more popular character, so he probably sells out just as easy as other characters. So it might be a toss-up. It really could be anybody, because
I think it's going to be the Goku with the umbrella.
The umbrella Goku?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like that's such a unique look for Goku.
I think you might be right. I think you have like a really good point, because it's a unique Goku. It is Goku, and obviously the last one prize, it's not going to sell out because it's only going to be in Japan. So you might have a really good point, my dude.
Yeah,
I think it's gotta be Chi-Chi.
You think it's going to be Chi-Chi? You think she's
Yeah.
gonna be, you might have a point.
I think
too.
she'll be a hot second, in my opinion.
It's
It's
Under-
either one or two.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I think
they're
it's
definitely
those
top two, though. Those two, Umbrella Goku and Chi-Chi. And I feel like the wild card for me is the announcer, because I agree with what you said too, Matt. Like, people, like hardcore fans, are either gonna like scoop him up right away, and then like a little bit later, once they make a little bit more down the line, I feel like they'll have a nice, good, steady amount of him. But I feel like if we're gonna see like that, what you're talking about, where people are just like scooping him up and eating him up real fast and everything, I feel like it's going to be the beginning of him being released.
Yeah.
Because
I will
so I
say,
feel like hardcore fans will just be like, I just need to get him now.
yeah, for our audience, I'm going to say this now, like pick him up now before it's too late, because I don't know if Bandai will ever do this again. They might, but he's going to be one that I think you should pick up sooner rather than later. Him and Chi-Chi, I think.
That's good advice, because I feel like this is a case just like in the Android Ichiban Kuji, where 16, 17, and 18, they're the most popular androids and the most known, but 19 and 20 were the ones that were the most rare.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because they didn't produce as many of 19 and 20 as 16, 17, and 18. And so they're a little bit more rare, and so they're more valuable too. So I think this announcer is the same way. He's gonna be produced less than the other figures, and he's gonna be rare, more valuable. So scoop him up while you can.
And to that point, I actually, something that I've noticed is that usually the A and B prizes within a Kuji are usually the ones that get less. They get less figures, or they get less opportunities to be pulled within a Kuji in Japan.
Oh.
So I think Goku and Chi-Chi are probably going to be the more rare ones, funny enough. So it kind of just sounds like we're all predicting correctly that those two are going to be the hot ones. But honestly, you know me, I'm just like, get everybody. I love everything Dragon Ball.
Same.
But let's talk about the Dragon Archives real quick. So I like collecting the Dragon Archives. I don't know if Masayan, if you pick these up, but they're minifigures. They're always featured in EX Kujis. They started in History of Rivals, which is kind of like an honorary EX Kuji, but they're like little 2-3 inch figures. They usually take moments of whatever that Kuji's about, and they like just make them little special figures. I think they're really cool to display, and these are hilarious. I think these are hilarious. Like Moon Krillin when Jackie Chun uses it to hypnotize the Wolfman. Like, come on.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. At Nam, like no Master Lee's Nam, but here's Nam when he's trying to fool Yamcha. Like, these are so cool. I thought Shen, I think he's called Hero in the dub, which that makes no sense. But Shen, aka Kami, I thought he was going to be one of these figures, but no, they made him a Dragon Archives.
That's probably done instead of if they were going to make Goku I already forgot the term.
Last one prize?
No, the other one.
Dragon Archives?
No, the other one.
A prize? E-moving.
E-moving, yes, that one. I was like,
Words. You know,
if they made Shen into a Master Lee's Prize figure, it would have been kind of like a Kui, like literally,
yeah. Probably not as exciting as like the announcer, because I feel like the announcer is just that like wild card, you didn't expect this pick. Like Shen was someone that I think a lot of people were predicting. If they had added one more prize to this, I think it would have been Shen or Kami. But I'm happy just seeing him in this for any type of representation.
For sure. Yeah, so that brings me up to the other flaw in this Kuji set is that it's just not enough figures.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have had
a problem with every Kuji, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, prize E and F easily could have been added, and if they had E, I mean, we should have had Kami in this set.
Yeah, I agree. Like maybe him blocking Piccolo's punch right before he hits Goku, like before Goku's like, "Hey man, don't interrupt the fight. I got this," and then he lets Piccolo hit him for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I am noticing. EX sets for the last few, they've been sticking to 5 figures. The last one prize included. So, Fierce Men of the Turtle Hermit School and Fear of Frieza, both of those had condensed sets. But I will say that it looks like the quality, their choices in characters are still very strong.
Definitely.
EX and Omnibus. I always go back and forth as to which one I prefer. I still think EX kind of edges it out a little bit more for me, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, it would have been nice to just kind of finish out the fighters that were missing from the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, because it would basically just be Shen and adult Krillin. But we kind of already have a Krillin, even though he's based off of the Saiyan saga. But I guess that's not the worst thing, right? Like, hey, I wish this Kuji was bigger.
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of thinking too, like, damn, like, we're already done talking about all the figures, like.
Yeah. I mean, that's EX. When Omnibus comes out, we'll talk about more. But Brian, did you say who your favorite was? I don't think I caught that.
Honestly, man, my favorite is the Umbrella Goku, but I honestly got to give my second favorite to the announcer, and then probably Chi-Chi, and then the Piccolo. Like, the Piccolo looks great, but the character choice of Chi-Chi is why she's higher.
Yeah, I think everyone is a great choice, like I said earlier, but yeah, to me, the announcer is just, as someone who, like, collects full sets, the announcer is just someone that I'm like, wow, I never see this. What a nice little thing. But watch, I'm going to get this set, and I'm going to see Goku and be like, yep, he's the best.
You're like, wow, Umbrella Goku is the best. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, okay.
He has a presence for sure. I mean, his umbrella's just so high up, and
even his last surprise, like, it's so charming.
You would think that the Umbrella Goku would have been last one prize because
yeah, for real. Like,
the last one prize Goku is just underwhelming a little bit in a way.
Like, look, I took off my turban and now I don't have an umbrella, and look at my different smile.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not, hey, Frieza, but his finger is up. Ooh.
Hey, look over here and give me a sticker.
Yeah. Well. All right, so let's make some predictions and or wishes, because we get 2 EX sets a year on average. We usually get one in the beginning of the year, and then we get one like June, July.
Let Matt Saiyan go first.
Yeah,
I want to hear what
Matt Saiyan. What do you think the next EX Kuji is going to be?
I was. Right now, my mind is thinking about Omnibus. I don't know why. Only because of this. Because EX sets, they are one theme, right? So which is great. They, like Frieza Force, they had all the Frieza henchmen and Frieza, of course, and then with the Hermit men, it was just all the Hermit men. So
except for Yamcha and Krillin, which is like, what the heck, Bandai? I
know that was a major disappointment, but that's what I'm saying. They need to have prize E and F in these sets.
Yep.
But with Omnibus, for instance, I wanted to talk about how we're missing out on certain characters, such as Grade 2 Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Yeah.
And with Omnibus, they usually have just like pairings of figures. So, for instance, they had Grade 3 Trunks with, I guess,
Perfect Cell.
Yes, Perfect Cell, and same with Grade 3 Goku with Super Saiyan little Kid Gohan. So, they just pair well with each other. And so I think for the next Omnibus, they're going to have Grade 2 Vegeta with Semi-Perfect Cell.
Let's go. Manifest it. Bring it to life.
But going back to EX, man, let's see. I feel like they haven't finished the OG Dragon Ball line because we don't have a Kid Krillin. We need a Kid Krillin. And a Teen Yamcha.
Yeah, with his short hair when he first puts on the turtle gi. Yeah.
Yeah. And then and Launch too, because we have a bunch of Launch and Bulmas in Glitter and Glams, but we don't have any master release. Of course, Bulma's coming out soon, but we need a Teen Bulma. We need a Launch, maybe even a Marin. That would be definitely a special one. But yeah, there's just too many characters that we still need in the OG Dragon Ball series.
Got it. Okay, Brian, you can give us an EX prediction and just an overall what the next Kuji prediction is, since Mass Saiyan's manifesting the omnibus here.
Honestly, for the EX, I honestly feel like they're going to go with the Saiyan Saga, just because you said that's probably going to come out towards the end of the year, and I'm just getting Saiyan Saga vibes because the card game, the set that's coming out in December, it's gonna the first set to be revealed was the Saiyan Saga. So I feel like maybe those are gonna kind of correlate with each other a little bit. I don't know. I'm just getting Saiyan Saga vibes here. So I feel like maybe we will see Raditz. Yes, I think we will see Raditz finally. Because I feel like whenever Matt was talking about that in his live stream, you guys should definitely subscribe to Matt so you guys don't miss out on stuff like that. Anyway. I just feel like that was such a great choice, and I really agreed with it. If we were to see Raditz and then Kid Gohan when he's crying, and then I would love to see we have a prize A Raditz, and then there's a prize B Kid Gohan after he just bursts out of the pod and he's all crying and stuff leave my daddy alone right before he does that. That'd be a great figure. Footless Goku, I'm really just stealing Matt's list here because I really agreed with everything that he said. And but the only thing I would change about it is that I feel like Raditz, because I feel like the prize A Raditz should be him, right when he lands and he's he has his finger up to his scouter and he's looking around scanning the area. I think that would be sick. And the last one prize could be him getting absolutely special beam cannoned by Piccolo, and if they wanted to go the extra mile and have Goku and Raditz attached to each other with a hole through both of them, I feel like that would be a above and beyond last one prize, and have Footless Goku scanning Raditz, and then maybe Piccolo charging for his special beam cannon and Gohan. So that would be my predictions and wish list for the next EX set. Matt, go ahead and give us your thoughts and opinions and what you think we will get, even though I just told everyone what it was.
Yeah, you literally stole what, well, hold on. Time out. Go ahead and do you think obviously the next set's not going to be another EX set because I don't think they do two in a row. What do you think the next Ichiban Kuji is going to be for March and April?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think that far ahead yet.
Okay,
so
I'll let you think about it. Do you want a minute?
Give me is there anything to go off of? You guys have any ideas what it might be, or am I just spitballing here? Because if I'm just spitballing here, I can do that right now.
No, the Omnibus. Going back to Omnibus, I think there's another good pairing that I'm looking forward to, and that would be Videl with the short hair.
With Spopovich.
And exactly. You spoke right out my mouth. Yep.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think we will see more female characters in Ichiban.
Because if you think about it, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that just came out, that was supposed to pair with, and this is the next one I was going to say, is Supreme Kai and Kibito. That would be a great pairing too. Supreme Kai should have been, actually Kibito was the one that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan showed his power to.
Yeah.
and that was where that manga panel came out of. So I was just like kind of confused why they put Dabura in there, but then at the same time, maybe that gives us hope that we're gonna have another Gohan
with just a black suit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that might mean we're gonna get Babidi.
Oh, Babidi would be cool. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So since Brian stole my EX, because I'll be honest, I am 99% sure that they're gonna do another EX on the Saiyan Saga in 2024. Raditz is the most requested character that I see in all of my comments. It's kind of ridiculous. Raditz is popular. He for someone who's just in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, he's really popular.
He's Goku's brother, bro.
Yeah. So
he introduced the fans.
Yeah, he introduced Goku's
going from Dragon Ball, and then the first time you watch Dragon Ball Z, and Raditz shows up, and he's like, "Hey, you're an alien. We destroyed planets. We're tyrants. You're coming with me. What the hell's wrong with you?" And I will say, I was watching a certain person's podcast, and they were talking about the Saiyan Saga, and I will agree with what they said about how Raditz was oddly specific whenever he was like talking to Goku. And he was like, "What? Did you fall and hit your head or something?" Like, like, whoa, well, is that like the Saiyan like good like initiate button? It's like you have to just drop them. Like,
it's the only explanation. You must have landed on your head.
Yeah, like he just went straight for it. Like it just made me laugh because I went back and like looked at it and like it's like exactly what he said, and I was like, wow. I was like, that is very oddly specific to say.
Yep. But so I'll say something else. So in the event that we don't get another Saiyan Saga EX set, which I still think we are, I think they're still going to stick with the Namek Saga and do an EX set with Vegeta, either right in the beginning of the Namek Saga, where he doesn't have like the plates around his waist and no more tail, or it'll be him in the one that I see a lot of requests for, where his armor changes a bit throughout the Namek Saga, along with Transform Zarbon, maybe a deep cut character like Apul, and maybe like Gohan or Krillin or Piccolo, some other Namek characters. That could be another possibility for EX. I'm
sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I can't believe you would interrupt me like that.
Oh yeah, I'd never do that.
But in regards to our next Ichiban Kuji, I do think it could be an omnibus. I'm gonna manifest something crazy. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
No, I want to do the crazy thing. I know what
the crazy thing is.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
It's the sequel to Back to the Film.
Yeah, another film Kuji. I think we didn't get one this year, which baffles me. Like, it was so popular. I'm baffled. But I think they could do, because it seems like last year, they did an omnibus, they did an EX, and then they did a themed Kuji, the Ginyu Force. So why not do another themed Kuji? And it's Chronicle of the Film, which is what I keep calling it.
We're talking a themed Kuji, brother. We need a Dragon Ball Super fucking themed Kuji.
That too, yeah.
Don't get me started, because Matt Saiyan, you probably know better than any of us. Most of the Dragon Ball Super figures are just Goku, or they're from DBS Broly or Superhero, and it's kind of
right.
Like, where's Kefla? Where's
the Universe 6 characters?
Where's Super Saiyan God Goku? What?
Where's Hit?
I mean, they have that Dokkan battle Super Saiyan God Goku.
Yeah, but where's my Masterlies, bro? My Masterlies.
We need Kefla, we need Kaba, we need all the Universe 6 Saiyans.
Caulifla, Kale.
Hit. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Side Troopers.
So many. Or
fucking Brienne and her gang.
Yeah, when I look at my shelves, because I order everything by Saga, the ones that are dying for representation are GT, Super, and not so much anymore, but the Buu Saga. Busaga's starting to get some stuff though. So
I mean, I would love for them to do the absorbed forms of Boo for like Buhan and Boo Tanks. I would love to see those, man.
Please.
Like, and evil, pure evil Boo. That's his
gray
like
one, right?
The gray one.
I mean, I think I'd say purple, but
true.
Purple.
bro, he looks purple to me.
I need it.
I guess you can say Taro in that sense.
Yeah, maybe.
Bless you.
All right. Well, let's wrap things up. Clearly, our hype is at a 10 for this. We're excited for 2024. Hopefully, we get another 9 Kuji sets again in a year. Our wallets are crying, but our hearts are full. Brian, what are your final thoughts, and where can our audience find you?
Well, my thoughts, Matt, is this is an overall great set. I think both Gokus are great, despite how much the community wants to cry about him. I think he's going to be really popular. I think everyone can take something out of this set. Like if you're a hardcore fan, you got the announcer. If you're a big Goku fan, you got the Goku with the umbrella, the turban. If you're someone like the Masked Saiyan who has been dying for his female representation and the mother of the greatest warriors on the planet, Chi-Chi and Bulma soon to come. I feel like, you got your love there as well. Not to mention, if you're a big Piccolo fan or just an early, Dragon Ball fan, you got this unique looking Piccolo to look forward to. So overall, a great looking set. I think people are going to be really happy with these figures once they come out. And, you get to get your hands on them and give people your thoughts on them and stuff like that. So those are my overall thoughts. Great set, Matt. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 7 out of 7 Dragon Balls. If you guys want to go watch me open cards and scream and be cringe, you guys can find me on YouTube and Instagram at TattedCharizard. And so that's it. And now someone else is going to talk because I'm done.
All right, turn it over to you, Masked Saiyan.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm completely thrilled to have this come out. All original sculpts. You got the Goku, Umbrella. I mean, that's just going to look amazing next to all the other variants of Goku that we have. Chi-Chi, obviously, never had before, and finally is going to be in our collection. Piccolo, ripped out. I mean, we've been waiting for that too. And of course, the announcer. He's going to be at the forefront of a lot of my displays because I have a lot where it looks like it's going to be like a battle ensuing with the Tenkaichi Budokai member, and it's just he's going to look great right in the forefront. So all that, I mean, the last one prize, like I said, it should have been an e-moving because all they did was switch out the head and arm. But I mean, I'm probably going to get the whole set either way, like I usually do, and I'll take a look at it if I like it. It'll be a keeper too. So, by the way, if you want to catch me on my channel at the Masked Saiyan, and I also have Instagram, _Masked Saiyan, where I just post all the pictures of my new figures as well. And I appreciate Matches Peaches and the TattedCharizard for your time and talking about this awesome Ichiban Kuji. And I'm just really happy to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm really thankful for both of you guys being here and talking about this with me. So appreciate it. I'll leave links to your guys' stuff in the description, so you guys can catch them there. Please let us know your thoughts about this set in the comments section. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.
Later.
Later.